Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I ended up doing kind of a mishmash of, content ideas that we had. I was playing with stuff on my eyes, and then I also used like things from our most recent haul on my face, just to give you guys kind of a try on style of what we got during the Sephora and Ulta sales. But mainly it was pretty eye focused. I really wanted to play with color today, and I didn't want to use the new palettes that we've gotten. So if you're interested to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, well, I was planning on filming a like try-on type haul with our new products that we bought, and then I started doing an eye look with things that are not new, so I guess I'm just filming that now instead. I'm basically working with all of our pan those eyeshadows, Project Half Pan kind of things. So I have the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette, or not Escape Pod, the Club Nebula palette right here, and then I used a little bit of the Oden's Eye Alba 2 right here, and a little bit of my custom Pan That palette. So I just kind of drew from everything. I'm sure I will add more random things as we go along. This is just kind of, I figured it might be helpful to see how I play with makeup, how I decide like what colors to put where, that kind of thing. I just think it's a lot of fun to be able to just put shit wherever. Anyway, I'm going to start out in the Club Nebula palette. I'm going in with Cylon, the deepest purple shade right here, on a Morphe M433 brush. And then I'm going to pack that low in the like outer corner type area, all the way probably to the middle of the lid-ish. And I want to keep it low because I'm blending many a color above it. Diffusing the edges a little bit with this brush, but I'm not going to bring it up much at all. Like it's not really going to count as a blend. It's more of like a redispersion of product, if you will. Okay, after that I'm going in with this purple shade from ABH, and I'm going to put that just above. I don't like this purple shade anymore. It doesn't really perform well, but it works okay as like a blend out shade, so that's how I'm going to try and use it up. I'm just not 100% certain I'll be able to do that, but that's neither here nor there. I'm trying anyway. We'll see what happens. And again, I'm not taking this as high up as I normally would. I'm keeping it pretty low for my standards. Then we take this little dingy ass Morphe fluffy brush and dip into my hot pink shade, which I still have yet to hit pan on. Oh! Maybe I need a new brush. Turned into a pencil brush. Hold on, I'll pull it out and then I'll throw it away after this video. My hands are so dirty. Anyway, I'm gonna load that up with pink, and I'm going to blend that above the purple. And I'm not like trying to make this like a wash of color. I want this pink to be like pretty intense up here. Okay, and because that is not blended at all, I'm going back in with the mid-tone purple from ABH and trying to get this a little more blended. I'm just going to go back and forth with all the colors more than likely. Not my best work, but it could be worse. Then what did I do next? I think I went in with this purple shade, this shimmer from Colourpop. I mainly just laid this down as a base for the rest of the colors I'm going to put on. I like having a direction to go from, and this shimmer isn't super super intense. Like it's not one of those textured super glittery ones, although it does have a really lovely like shift quality to it. It's not enough to where I'm worried about how it's going to like work with other things layered over top of it, and I need to make more of a dip in it, so it's a win-win. But no, that is not enough for me. So I'm going to go back into Club Nebula. I'm going to take a little bit of the blue shimmer called Astro, which I swear this is going to be the last one I hit pan on, but we'll see. I'm going to put it like in the middle mainly. I'm gonna bring it towards the center, but I want this color mainly to be in the middle. Well, I mainly covered the whole thing, but whatever. Then, what did I do next? Okay, I went into the Odin's Eye palette, and I want this dark blue. I love this dark blue. And Rachel's close to hitting pan on it, so I figured I'd help out. And I'm gonna place that like on the outer edge where the shimmers are meeting my mattes. So I'm gonna put that right over here where the blue shimmer and the matte purple meet. I think I have a little bit of You're My Only Hope, this lighter purpley kind of shimmer up in that region, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go back and intensify the shade Astro. That is close enough to what I'm seeing on the other side. Then I need to go in with a black. I'm just going in with the Natasha Denona Black is Black, the matte version. I think they have one with like gold shimmer. I'm not buying that. I'm gonna try, my outer corner's kind of patchy already because I laid down a lot of purple, but we'll see if I can get this black to layer over it. This one layers pretty well most of the time. Try to feather that up without disturbing the other colors. Yeah, close enough. I am gonna go back into that like deep blue in here, but I'm gonna use my finger because I feel like the brush just didn't do what I needed it to do with that. But now for the fun part. Okay, so first I'm gonna diffuse like this outer edge with some peach and some orange. So I'm gonna go into the peach from this palette and the orange from this one and mix the two together on a little Linda Hallberg brush. And I'm gonna like punch that right over the edges of this pink to warm it up a little bit more. Even though it's pink, it's already pretty warm, but I digress. It's really just turning out to be a rainbow eye, isn't it? I'm gonna place it, yeah, around the pink, but definitely on this outer edge it's gonna be more prominent. Like I'm gonna blend that up quite a bit. And then that'll get like cleaned up when I put my base on, but I like that like punch orange there. Like, I think it works. Then I'm gonna go into this green matte called Green Tea here from the Odin's Eye palette. I'm gonna punch that all over my like inner corner portion, like all the way in here. Oh no. I have a lot of blue shimmer stuck in there. Ooh. But because I want it to be a little more limey, I'm gonna jump into Gravity from the Club Nebula palette as well and place that over top to liven up that green a smidge. And then I did liner. I'm not gonna do that on camera, but I do need an inner corner still, so maybe I could use one of these glitters. That could be cool, maybe. It could also be really ugly, right? I don't think I want to do that. Or I could do Firefly. Those are very obvious. Maybe I'll jump into my palette of shimmers and see what I decide on here. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it on this like little elf smudge brush. Chandelier is just one of my favorite shades of all time. I'm gonna punch that shimmer like up here as well. Cause you know me and my mattes, we don't like each other. Well, I'm gonna clean up all this freaking fallout. And then I'm going to put the liner on, and then I will come back, I guess, to do the base. All right, I'm back for the base. Not everything is gonna be new, but a lot of it I'm going to pull from, you know, stuff we got at the Sephora and Ulta sales. But first I'm gonna go in with my Becca back First Light priming filter. Just because it's closing down and I wanna get this, you know, out of our collection if that's the case. If I'm not gonna be able to continue to buy it. It's not my favorite primer anymore. it works fine, but I remember like being in love with this when I used to have it, and now it's just like, okay. And I'm also gonna go in with my Becca under eye corrector a little bit because the concealer I'm using is pretty light coverage. So I'm just gonna use a tad bit of this in the deepest part of my eye socket. Not that I have a ton of darkness to correct, but I love the texture of this. So, okay, then I'm gonna go in with MAC Face and Body, the Studio Radiance Sheer Foundation. I was told by some commenters that this is actually the same as the regular Face and Body. They just expanded the shade range, so I guess I didn't know that, but that's nice. Now I know what the original MAC Face and Body is like, and I love it more than anything in the world. Anyway, I'm gonna take that on my sponge. This one is from Chamase, the Pawpaw sponge, Pawpaw blender, something like that. And you'll see, watch the magic happen with this. It's like the perfect amount of coverage. And even though it's like a lightweight, very watery foundation or skin tint or whatever, I feel like it has like a good enough amount of coverage where I'm just comfortable with this. Like, I don't need a ton of extra concealing. Then again, I enjoy light coverage, so I would call this like you can probably build it to a high light, medium light probably. I love this. I don't think I want to ever use another foundation, and that's really saying something. I guess the cat is doing something. And then I bought during the Ulta sale the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer Pen, I think is what it's called. I have... This cat keeps trying to eat the wasp. He keeps like going up to it, like getting all up in his business. Rough. And I'm like, you're gonna get stung, dude. What if you're allergic to wasps? What if you swell up and die? Let him get stung. I can't. Anyway, I have the shade Fair 15W in this pen. Oh, that was a lot. And so far, I enjoy it. I wouldn't call it like life-changing at all. I feel like this is pretty consistent with the other concealer pens I've tried. Sorry, my mirror is over here. I can't like really see in the monitor. I guess might as well brighten up the center, right? We're already here. Coffee. I love coffee. Anyway, I'm gonna start by blending out the center, and then lastly I'll do my under eyes. Yeah, texture-wise, it's really pretty. It's just, I know concealer pens, and I know I'm going to go through this in like 12 minutes, so I'm not, for that reason, I'm hesitant to recommend something like this. It reminds me a little bit texturally wise of like the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It might be a little more radiant than that, but I think they're pretty comparable, honestly. Out my under eye. So it definitely brightens, but it's not in a like overly stark way, since it is that like really nice sheer kind of formula. And it sits well over the other products I have, so I can't really complain there. Yeah. It covered like I have a little scab here and here, and it seemed to cover the redness of that fairly well. Obviously the texture is still there because, well, it's a scab, but anyway. So now, we seem to have somehow lost our Salt New York cream bronzer palette, and I'm really devastated about that. But the only like cream product that's a little newer that we haven't used too much on camera as far as like a bronzer goes would be Bronzino from Tower 28. This is in West Coast. So I believe this is just supposed to be a bronzer slash highlighter depending on skin tones, and they have one more shade I believe that's darker than this. But I do actually really enjoy this, specifically on my nose. I think it's the best kind of nose bronzer type thing, but I'm going to use this on my face today. Normally I prefer this with like a completely sheer like makeup look, but we'll see how I like it with this one. It's definitely a little bold at first, but it's a really nice color, and it's a really beautiful blendable sheer type formula, which I really do appreciate in a bronzer. See, look how nice that is. I mean, obviously it's a little much right now, but oh, it's so pretty. I'm really happy with it, actually. I wasn't sure at first how I would feel about it, but I don't know. No true complaints. I have definitely geared almost completely away from powder products on my base, which is nice. Normally I would not powder, but I would use like a powder bronzer, powder blush, that kind of thing. I am not that way anymore. I don't want to use powder at all on my face. Creams are just so much easier to blend. They're easier to manipulate and layer and that kind of thing. So I don't know. I just feel like this is a very realistic kind of bronzer on me. I could be wrong, you can let me know. Okay, great. Now I'm just gonna sponge over just in case I didn't blend. Okay, great. Now, for blush, I figured I would do a little combo. So we have the new Salt New York blushes, so lavender and tangerine. I believe I want to use some of tangerine today mixed with another blush. So I want to do a little dollop of Happy from Rare Beauty. I believe that's the shade name. Lucky, not Happy. So I want to do the tiniest bit of this. Let me start out with Mr. Salt here, or maybe Mrs. Salt. I'll have to ask Kiki. Maybe they're gender neutral. I'm gonna put a little bit of orange on my cheek. I love a good orange blush, and the fact that I have a new cream version now, divine. I'm just going to take the tiniest dollop of Lucky because I love like a pinky orange. I think it's stunning. So let's see how this blends out. I think it'll blend really well into the shadow color we have out here as well, since we had that peach and orange. So this duo from Salt New York, the Spring Duo with lavender and tangerine, is limited edition, but you can use it if you buy if you buy bundles. You can use our code, which is Tiwntorials30, to save 30% off, which actually is kind of a steal, low-key. But only if you're going to actually utilize the products. Like, I don't want people to feel that that they have to use our code and to buy extra product because of that. Like, if you just want 1 or 2 cream tints, go for it. And I'm just going in with tangerine on my forehead here because I love an overly blushed look. Gonna throw my sponge over this again as well, just to make sure it's not like complete overkill on the blush. Although I don't really care. What am I about to do? Highlighter. So the newest highlight I have is this one from Makeup by Mario. It's the Master Crystal Reflector highlighter in quartz, and this is very similar to like Fenty Diamond Bomb, but I still very much enjoy it because I enjoy Fenty Diamond Bomb. I'm going to mainly put this on my nose up here because I don't think I actually want this on my cheeks today. I think I just want the glitter on my nose, and I think I'll just go in with beige from Salt New York to highlight with today. Because I really want like glassy cheeks, not like sparkly cheeks. And see, that's it for the base. Let me see. What do I want to do for the rest of my eyes? I think I'll probably put some of the deepest green on my lower lash line from the Club Nebula palette. That seems like a good enough plan. I'm going to start off with Queen of Blades. I'm going to blend that out with 7 of 9, the more teal shade up here. Oh no, I got green fallout on my face. Canvas. Ooh, how am I gonna get that off? Let me just, here's the trick, blend it in. that did it. It's gone. Okay, so I'll probably find like a liner to use. I don't know if I want to do like pop of something or if I want to go like black or green or something. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to do that and mascara, and I think, well, after my lips, I think that's going to be it. So let me see what I'm going to do here. All right, I guess this is everything completed. Ideally, I would be changing my clothes and like doing my hair for this whole thing, but I'm not going to do that till later, so I'm going to be lazy about it. But I did add a little bit of blue like sparkles down here and put on a few little faux freckles. But for my lips, I just used the Midas and Smoky Glow Gloss in Never Dull. This is like, it's become my obsession again recently. It's like exactly what Fenty Gloss Bomb was supposed to be, the original one, but the colors are just slightly different, and this one I feel like flatters me a little more. This one has more pink in it, this one's a little more brown. But yeah, I love this one. It's just like a one and done kind of lip wash. But yeah, I am quite happy with this final look. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If so, be sure to, you know, like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below if you have any, you know, future requests, tutorials, questions, concerns, that kind of thing. I dropped my lip gloss. But yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye.